100%. And there are two realistic fights for me. It's a Whittaker or a Adsenysa. Let's go. Just give me date.
What's up, fight fans? What's happening? This your boy Cool Quay, MMA Cool Quay, brought to you by the Undisputed MMA. Welcome to the Cool Quay Show. I got another episode, and I'm going to be talking about Marvin Vetteri, my Italian brother, versus Roman Dolidze. And fight fans, if you watched my last prediction video and my breakdown, I said I had Roman Dolidze for a lot of reasons, and those reasons came true. I got my prediction right. Thank the Lord. I got it right. And fight fans, the fight went exactly how I thought it was going to go. I felt like Marvin Vetteri was going to have a little ring rust. Now, I don't believe in ring rust. I just believe, like Dominic Cruz said, there's no such thing as ring rust. But I do believe when a fighter is out for 1-2 years, especially when they're dealing with injuries and stuff, trying to make a comeback, it's just it's a lot of filling out process they have to do in that octagon when it comes to pacing themselves. Trying to find the rhythm of their opponent, the speed, and it's just everything like that. Some of the stuff they throwing is televised. So, they haven't threw a kick, let's say it's in training, but not inside the octagon. So a lot of things is different when you actually feel your opponent in the octagon. I've been out for 2 years and dealing with the injuries and things that Marvin Vetteri been dealing with, fight fans. But I got it right. I got my prediction right. Roman Dolidze, he did everything I thought he was going to do. The only thing that surprised me in this fight, I'm going to tell you. The only thing that surprised me in this fight, and it wasn't Marvin Vetteri brick chin that he got. It was the fact that Roman Dolidze didn't go for any takedowns in this fight. Any takedowns. No takedowns at all. This is bread and butter. He stand up. He's striking with Marvin Vetteri. I mean, Marvin Vetteri is not the best striker. So you can stand up with him, if you're not, like a talented striker like Adsenysa, or not a striker like a Robert Whittaker. You can stand up with Marvin Vetteri pretty much and get away with it. But Roman Dolidze stand up with Marvin the whole time. He was throwing like some funky striking. I remember he threw the spinning back elbow on Marvin Vetteri in the second round. That was pretty smooth. And while I'm watching this fight, I'm saying to myself, fight fans, don't matter what Roman Dolidze throw at Marvin Vetteri, nothing can't knock this guy out. Nothing can't knock Marvin Vetteri out. He got one of the best chins in MMA history. Other than John Jones, he got one of the best chins in MMA history. Because he get punched with KO blows, KO elbows, KO knees, KO that's punches. That will pit any other human being down on their ass with those type of KO blows that Marvin Vetteri is able to take on the chin. His toughness is his biggest talent. And I said in my last video, I've been saying this since day one, since I first seen Marvin Vetteri first fight. I always said, this man's chin, all this gum, his bone structure, everything on his face is his biggest talent. Biggest talent. That man deserves an award for the best damn chin, Peter Griffin chin, because he can take a punch. The fight fan, the Roman Dolidze came to fight. He was just a step ahead when it came to the strikes. Marvin Vetteri did have a moment in the 5th round where he was pouring it on. He was like going for it. I know he got cardio for days, but then he kind of like slowed back down. He'll pick it up. He slowed back down. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, nope. He needed a little bit more than that to beat Roman Dolidze. Dolidze was up on the scorecard, so he needed a little bit more to hang with Roman. But it was everything I said in my last video. Roman Dolidze has been active, fight fans. That's the biggest thing in MMA. You have to stay active. You got to stay constantly improving. If you feel like you didn't look good in that fight, work on what you feel like you didn't look good on. There was your striking. There was your striking defense, your wrestling defense, your grappling, ground game. You go and you train that to get better. You're like, okay, I'm gonna take another one. I didn't take a lot of damage, and I'm gonna try to stay active as I can. And that's what Roman Dolidze has been doing. And hey man, the man has fell in love with his striking. He just fell in love with his striking. It was some moments in the fight where I felt like Roman Dolidze wanted to wrestle, but it just kind of like he didn't know how to set it up because he got away from his wrestling because he became a striker. You know, I know he wrestled Kevin Holland. You know, that for a slight second he had full control on top. He ground and pound, and Holland ribs broke. So we didn't get to see a lot of Roman Dolidze like wrestling, grappling. We didn't get to really see how he would look in a fight in the second and third round.
Doesn't ever want to fight in that way again, right? He wants to always give himself an opportunity to really show off his skills.
Michael Vetteri is a completely different thing though. Roman Dolidze.
But he looked hella good in this fight with Marvin Vettori. But I just hope his coach is telling him take a sip of that grown man drink. Y'all learning about that. I'm learning about that grown man stuff, y'all. But I hope Roman Dolidze coach is telling him, when you start to fight these top 5, top 10 fighters, you're going to have to use some wrestling. Look at the fight with Adsenysa Imavov. Roman Dolidze, he exploded that wrestling. You know what I'm saying? He was striking a little bit, but he mixed the striking up, whoop, 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 to get that takedown. He was mixing it up. He know that his wrestling is his bread and butter. When he fight these top 5 fighters, you will have to, add some wrestling in it. Even if you don't get the first or second takedown. Be like Marab. Marab don't care if he don't get the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 10th takedown. He gonna keep on going for takedowns. Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting until you get that first takedown. And then if he get that first takedown, he gonna stick to you like glue. He's gonna try to break you. That's the mindset Roman Dolidze gotta have in his upcoming fights. It's to wrestle. Add that wrestling, man. You got the skills to do it. Yes, your striking getting better. You throwing, he was throwing like little elbows and stuff like that to give Marvin Vettori something to think about when he's pushing forward, which is good. But add the wrestling in there, man. One thing I want to talk about with Marvin Vettori, I told my man Richard Leeds, I said I think Marvin Vettori will never ever get back to the title fight in his career. I know he's still young. He got time to work up there. I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. But I feel like Marvin Vettori is just not that guy to be able to climb himself back up to fight for the middleweight belt. The middleweight weight class is not as dry as it was before. We got Hunter Chimaev fighting for the belt. We got Duplessis. We still got Strickland in the mix. We still got Adesanya in the mix. We still got Robert Whittaker. We got Adsenysa Imavov coming up in the division. So we got all this. We got more contenders in the middleweight division. I just can't see Marvin getting back to the top to fight for a belt. I can see Marvin probably fighting, to decide who gonna fight for the belt next. But I just can't see him fighting for that championship belt at this time, or even being a champion in this life, the life we're living in right now, fight fans. The MMA life we're living in right now, I don't see him being the top 5 middleweights. I'm just saying. I'm just saying he got to be more active. Marvin Vettori has to be more active. He got time. He's still young. He's tough. But I just don't see it happening. Sorry to all my Italian brothers. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to knock your Italian brother down. You know what I'm saying? I love my Italian brothers. Guala, guala. I love you guys, okay? Not trying to knock them down. I got some clothes for my Italian. This shirt is for my Italia. You see what I'm saying? Look at this thing. Look at this material. So I'm not trying to knock him down. That's not what Cool Quay do. I keep it cool and smooth, fight fans. But I just feel like Marvin Vettori is not that guy in this division to fight for a belt. He's not. Cannonier just came off a big win. This division's moving, man. So I like to see that middleweight, these contenders and these new guys coming up. But fight fans, that was my breakdown of the fight. That was my fight recap of the fight. It was a decent fight, not one of the best fights when I watched it, but I'm glad I got my prediction true. I had Dolidze winning by decision, and it came true. I got that right. Let's see if I get my other fights right for the next Fight Night fight in London. Sean Brady versus Leon Scott. I'm playing. Leon Edwards. Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards next Saturday. Let's see if I get that one right. And that's a stat card. Got Big Mouth on that card. So Kevin Holland's on that card. He's fighting Nelson. And then you got John Bohobus. The legendary Polish power. You know, the legendary Polish Power. John Bohovich is on that card as well with a fight. So that's a decent card in London. It's an early card. So let's see how that turn out. Let's see if I do my fight predictions for that. If I get those right, I'm gonna try my best to get all 3 of those main fights right on that card. But fight fans, I appreciate the new subscribers. I appreciate my followers who tuning in all the time, watching my videos, watching me and the guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Couldn't thank you enough. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. And you wonder, I know.